The next day dawned with dread. One by one, the children of the village fell ill with a strange sickness that left them lifeless on the ground, eyes rolled back, skin clammy and cold. Mothers wailed into the empty sky, fathers tore at their hair, and fear thickened in the air like smoke. The villagers ran to the spiritualist's shrine, demanding answers. The old man, draped in dark cloth, with bone charms rattling at his neck, spoke in a voice heavy with foresight. "It is the wrath of the Lomic spirit," he said, face twisted into a mask of concern. "Because of what ENE did last night, the spirit is angry. The only way to stop the deaths is to sacrifice ENE before sunset." At first, the villagers shook their heads, refusing. But he spoke again, voice soft as silk, "What is one life against many? A seed must die in the earth before it brings forth 1,000 harvests." The villagers muttered among themselves, torn by fear. Finally, they said, "If this is what you believe, then do it yourself. We will not raise a hand against ENE. If you are strong, go and bring her yourself." That afternoon, while ENE lay resting on her bamboo bed in front of a small hut, the spiritualist summoned 5 spirits of the dead, grey, howling phantoms with claws like broken glass. They swooped down upon her, shrieking curses. But ENE rose with fire in her eyes and fought them, calling on the deep power of her spirit. They tore at her flesh, but she tore them from the air, breaking their forms like clay pots dashed on stone. Breathing hard, ENE looked out upon the village. "Enough is enough," she murmured. "A palm frond tied at both ends cannot be used to sweep the ground. Let them see the truth themselves." She stood and walked barefoot through the village path, passing mothers weeping over dying children. As she touched each child, a warm glow spread from her fingers, and their eyes fluttered open, breathing steady, as though a heavy stone was lifted from their chest. The villagers watched, mouths agape, as one by one their children came back to life. ENE turned to them, voice ringing like a bell. "Do you still not see? The one who claims to save you is the one who feasts on your fear. The tree with rotten roots cannot bear good fruit. Follow me, and I will show you the mystery hidden from you all these years." ENE led them down the dusty path, past the stream, into the dark heart of the forest. The trees loomed like giant pillars, mist curling around their feet. The villagers followed, trembling but drawn forward by her quiet strength. Soon they reached a massive iron gate, twisted with vines, standing impossibly in the middle of the forest. The villagers gasped, many had passed this path for years and never seen it. ENE placed her palm upon the gate, whispering words older than the stones, and it creaked open, revealing another village beyond. The people in the new village turned, equally startled, and then broke into smiles and tears as they recognized old friends, cousins, lovers separated by the gate's hidden magic. For years, the spiritualist had trapped them, keeping the 2 villages apart to better feed on their suffering. Now, the barrier was broken. The 2 villages rushed into each other's arms, crying and rejoicing. Men slapped backs, women clasped hands, children danced around ENE singing. "Look," ENE said, raising her voice above the joyous din, "the path you feared was never closed by the gods, but by the evil of one man. A snake may shed its skin, but its venom remains the same. The one you called protector has been your jailer." The crowd murmured, fear turning to rage as they looked back toward the village, where the spiritualist shrine lay hidden in shadows. ENE looked at them, eyes fierce. "A people blind to truth are slaves in their own land. But now your eyes are open. Let us return and tear the mask from the viper once and for all." With shouts of courage, the villagers followed ENE back toward their home, ready to face the darkness they had once bowed to, knowing this time they were no longer alone.